Want to know my favorite thing about the Mahershala Ali Blade movie? It ain't never gonna come out. In this episode, we're going to talk about the real reason the Blade reboot won't get made. Let me tell you, one, why this thing's never getting made, and two, why that's a good thing. And it's not just because I want to see Wesley Snipes as Blade again. But I do. Don't you? Don't we all? But that's not why. They've got an actor with 2 Oscars who's going to play Blade, and yet they cannot get this thing made. They've gone through 4 writers, 3 directors, actors are coming on, going off, the script's changing. Problems really started when there was a writer's strike. Can't believe, I don't know what they're striking about. Just write. That's all you gotta do. Easiest job in the world. Next time there's a writer's strike, I'll be a scab. Call me up. I'll write anything you want. Then, second easiest job in the world, actor's strike. I just hire people off YouTube. I'm gonna serve these folks right when AI's writing everything, making all the video, doing all the audio and the voices. Then you're not just on strike. Then you're struck out. There was even a point where Ali was gonna walk. But now he says he's waiting patiently, and Wesley Snipes said these kind of problems are never the actor's fault. So whose fault is it? Perhaps the most troubling thing is Kevin Feige didn't mention it at San Diego Comic-Con or D23 when he was talking about upcoming Marvel projects. But here's why it's a good thing. Mahershala Ali is not Blade. The universe will not let it happen. Martian Manhunter? Maybe. I could see him in that role. Silver Surfer? Yeah. Okay. Jon Stewart's Green Lantern? Okay. So kind of getting out of the Marvel realm, but these days I think DC is doing more interesting things anyway. Now, why do I say Mahershala Ali is not Blade? I think the easiest way to explain my feelings is to tell you who Mahershala Ali is in the Blade universe. If Mahershala Ali were in a Blade movie playing the role fate meant for him to play, he'd be some million-year-old sophisticated vampire. I know he can play other roles. He was in Moonlight, Green Book, winning Oscars. The guy's got range, but he just has the look of somebody who's very not gritty. He looks like he's got kind of an elegant look to him. That's where Wesley Snipes was gritty. He was hardcore. It was what they did with the first Blade movie was what they did with the first Christopher Nolan Batman movie, but better. Gritty. I keep saying gritty. It just felt very grim, and it was cool. Let's bring that back. Blade needs the Deadpool treatment, not in terms of humor, although there were definitely some funny moments in the first Blade trilogy, intentionally in the first and second movies, and unfortunately, unintentionally, I think, in the third. Let's just go back to those. And I do think that there is a chance that that might happen as this production gets farther and farther behind. Now, here are some options to play Blade that I believe the universe will allow. First off, let's just go back to Moonlight. See if we can get Trevante Rhodes. I think that may be the number 1 best option, other than just getting Wesley Snipes back, of course. Michael B. Jordan. I can't believe they killed him off in Black Panther. One of the dumbest things anybody ever did. He's such a cool character. Anyway, this would be even better. Let him be Blade. Shamar Moore. You bring a guy from TV to the big screen. It can work. Is Morris Chestnut too old? And then, of course, Wesley Snipes. What's he doing now? But my number 1 pick for Blade, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I'm kidding. Just kidding. I'm kidding. It's a joke. Kidding. I'm only kidding. That was a joke. It was a joke. Joking. Okay, so what do you say? Who do you want to play Blade? Wesley Snipes? If you can't get Wesley Snipes, who else would you pick? Do you like Mahershala Ali as Blade? I'm not going to be super bummed if he ends up playing Blade. I think it could work. I am one of the people, I don't know if I'm maybe in the minority on this, I'm one of the people who actually ended up thinking Ben Affleck was a really cool Batman, so I'm open to being surprised. What do you think?